What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Roman Reigns off another WWE event, Tyson Fury negotiating a return with WWE, a superstar returns to NXT, Paige says goodbye to WWE, Shotzi deletes her Twitter, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and an on-wrestling channel, Incredible. But now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Roman Reigns off another WWE event. Atop in today's news is a report on Roman Reigns that will have fans asking whether the current undisputed champion is off schedule for another WWE premium event. Reigns' status for the WWE's upcoming Extreme Rules show on 8th October seems to be up in the air, or at least according to a report from WrestleTalk's Andy Datson. It appears one of the WWE's biggest stars is set to miss the Extreme Rules premium live event in October, as the newly released poster for the show is missing undisputed champion Roman Reigns. The show is still over 3 months away, which is an eternity when it comes to the WWE's booking of things. For example, Datson added that not only that, but WWE Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan are also nowhere to be seen. You may recall our recent news that Liv Morgan may not have had the SmackDown Women's Championship after SummerSlam, as there are rumors Charlotte Flair will recapture it. That could be the case, or it could simply be that the WWE isn't sure what's going on with Morgan or Belair when Extreme Rules airs. As for Roman Reigns, the WWE has already shown that it feels Roman's limited schedule makes it unnecessary for him to appear at every premium event, particularly when said event is not taking place at a large capacity venue such as a stadium. Reigns' future in the WWE remains the subject of serious speculation, both as to how often he'll wrestle and how much longer he plans to stay in WWE, which makes stories like these add even more fuel to the fire. Next up, Paige says goodbye to WWE. Paige's WWE contract is set to expire tomorrow, and the former Divas champion has penned a heartful and emotional goodbye to WWE. Paige begins the goodbye by stating, "You can call me Soraya now. Tomorrow's my last official day as Paige. I got signed in April of 2011 at 18 years old. I was just a baby from Norwich, England. And as I'm sitting here now, I'm only a month away from turning 30. It's crazy, right? I've been Paige for over 11 years. For my entire adult life, I've been with WWE, and while I've changed over a lot of that time, one thing feels the same to me today as it did back on that day I tried out. The thrill of those 3 letters, WWE. Those 3 letters have given me so much to me. In many ways, they've come to define me, and they've never lost their meaning. The idea of being a WWE superstar, I'm still blown away by that, still humbled by it, which makes it hard to say goodbye. I've known this moment would be coming for a while, but it almost didn't seem real. Now that it is real though, I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude." Now it's unclear what's next for Paige, but there's reportedly interest from AEW and no doubt various other North American based promotions. We at Wrestlelamia like to just say thank you, Paige. Next up, Sonny's latest criminal court craziness. Now it's time for Wrestlemania's Crime Corner, where we report on the latest criminal case involving current or past wrestlers. In this instance, the vehicular homicide case involving tomorrow's Sonny Sitch. The Dayton Beach News Journal is reporting that not only is Sonny looking for a new attorney, but that her fiance James Pent almost landed himself in trouble for alleged remarks he made at a prosecutor. The paper's Frank Fernandez reports a WWE Hall of Famer Tammy Sitch is getting a new lawyer to defend her against a charge of DUI causing death, and a judge said her fiance could be looking at contempt of court if he again insults a prosecutor. Sitch, who is currently incarcerated without bail, is reportedly trying to obtain a public defender after the court granted a previous attorney's request to step down from the case. It looks like Sitch's fiance could find himself incarcerated, at least based on the Dayton Beach News Journal article, which reported on an alleged incident between Pent and Assistant State Attorney Ashley Terwilliger. Judge Karen Foxman asked the prosecutor if Pent had approached her during Sitch's Thursday court appearance. "He didn't approach me, but he spoke to me, not surprisingly, as I was passing by. What did he say? He called me a dirty expletive, among other things that I didn't fully catch." Judge Foxman gave a message to Sitch to relay to Pent, who was not present at the time. "So you understand, ma'am, if you want to be present in court, this kind of behavior is absolutely unacceptable, and I will not allow him to be present if he's going to disrupt proceedings or be inappropriate or unprofessional or threatening in any manner." Things just don't seem to be going well with Sitch at the moment. Hopefully we'll have more updates soon on her case though. Next up, Tyson Fury headed back to WWE. Is boxing behemoth Tyson Fury headed back to WWE? Or Fury, who made his WWE in-ring debut at 2019's Crown Jewel when he squared off against Braun Strowman? Wow, that's a name that we haven't heard for a long time. Although there were rumors that Fury was ready for more in-ring action, the pandemic seemed to put things on hold other than Fury and Drew McIntyre trading barbs on social media. A match between Boxy's Gypsy King and the Scottish Warrior would undoubtedly be a major match, especially if it was held at WWE's upcoming Clash at the Castle premium event in Cardiff, Wales. In an exclusive report, Give Me Sport added, Give Me Sport now has an update on the situation as we've learned from sources close to Fury that the 33-year-old boxer is in talks with WWE regarding a potential return this summer. It's important to note that we've been told that nothing is finalized at this stage and there are no concrete plans to have him on any shows, but we do know that discussions have taken place. Now, they added that Fury's return would tie in with Clash at the Castle, which is slated to take place in Cardiff, Wales on September 3rd. Not only is Fury's appearance up in the air, but it's unknown whether any appearance would be for a match or just a promotional appearance. It's possible he could appear at the premium event as some sort of build-up for a match at Crown Jewel, but at this point it's mere speculation. Next up, a former WWE superstar returns at Great American Bash. Our former superstar returned at NXT 2.0's Great American Bash, apparently trying to make a name for himself by attacking NXT heavyweight champion Bron Breakker after Bron successfully defended the title against Cameron Grimes. Ironically, the former NXT superstar laid out Breakker in an attempt to make a name for himself under a new name, that of JD McDonough. McDonough, aka former NXT Cruiserweight champion Jordan Devlin, delivered a breakdown to Big Bron claiming he's a necessary evil in NXT. Next up, a former AEW star unhappy with recent use in AEW. Now, is Marco Stunt unhappy with AEW? Well, the former hype man for Jurassic Express is no longer with All Elite Wrestling as the promotion decided not to renew his contract. However, that didn't stop AEW from dropping his name during the recent segment between Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. Wrestling Observer Figure 4 Online's Ian Carey reminded fans of what went down on the June episode of AEW Dynamite when Christian, who previously turned on Jungle Boy where Cage told Luchasaurus, remember what happened to Marco, Luchasaurus appeared the next week with Christian in his corner with the dinosaur/wrestler hybrid apparently working as a heel. Stunt shared his thoughts saying, I was not aware that it was going to be said or anything. For them to do it in that context, it's kinda lame. I mean, it makes sense though in a way. I was part of that group before him, and what he's basically saying is that he came in and got me fired. So in a story sense, love it. In a real life sense, hey, it is what it is, I guess. Marco made it clear he doesn't think that Christian stole his spot in Jurassic Express and that Jungle Boy was headed in a different direction, one that didn't involve Marco. Do you think Marco Stunt was just being gracious, or is he okay with what happened? And finally, is Shotzi okay? And last but not least is current SmackDown superstar Shotzi Okay. Well, fans are asking this after Shotzi deleted her Twitter account, a move which sometimes is seen as a bad sign when it comes to celebrities or individuals. Shotzi, who competed in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, was criticized online for blowing her spot involving Alexa Bliss. Shotzi wasn't the only woman in the match who made a mistake though, but she tweeted about the online criticism. There are three things that I care about at the end of the match. Is everyone safe? Did everyone have fun? Did the crowd react? Nobody got hurt. We all had a blast and the Vegas crowd was hot, hot, hot. I felt on top of the world after that match. Was so excited to finally have my first hardcore match in over a year. I wouldn't have done anything I didn't practice or thought I could do safely. Shotzi added, but I'm not a wrestle robot. I'm human and slips happen, especially in a chaotic, unpredictable ladder match. I can take a joke and laugh at myself. One of the first things I said, I can't wait to see that spot on Botchamania, but comments like, you should be fired and other terrible things admittedly hit hard. I have a few friends wipe the tears off my face and slap some sense into me and remind me who the F I am. That being said, all my haters can suck my big giant hair mangoes. Maybe it's hairy mangoes. The former NXT Women's Champion updated the fans on Instagram informing him, I appreciate everyone checking on me, but I swear I'm fine. I've been going through the toughest year of my personal life, so it's deeper than nasty comments. But also Twitter has not helped with my already fragile mind state. Just trying to stay motivated and positive. I'm focused on my goals and not on what's on the internet. Anybody who's on Twitter knows how toxic it can really be, so we don't blame her. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.